Namaskar, I'm Nandita Pandya on this side, and today I'm going to talk about the transit of Rahu and Ketu, which is happening on the 23rd of September 2020. Rahu at present is in Gemini sign and will transit to the sign of Taurus, and similarly Ketu is at present in the Sagittarius sign and will transit to Scorpio. What will happen, because it is going to be there for almost 18 months, how is it going to impact your rashis? So this video is all about that. Rahu and Ketu are shadow planets. They're not really considered exact planets, but they do give an impact in our lives, because Rahu is considered to be a planet which can accelerate situation, which is also a planet for materialistic gains and materialistic wealth, whereas Ketu is considered to be the planet of soul searching. It is a planet which is karaka of moksha or even detachments. How will it impact your rashis? Starting up from Aries, if you have Aries ascendant or Aries moon sign, then Rahu is going to transit to your second house and Ketu transits to your 8th house. There will be strengthening of monetary status, gains will come in from there, your speech, your relationship with your friends and family will improve tremendously, and simultaneously Ketu being in the 8th house, if you are concerned with astrology or any research related activities, then this is one of the best times to be in, but you need to be careful about your health issues. If you have ascendant Taurus or your moon Rashi is Taurus, then Rahu is going to be in your ascendant and Ketu in your 7th house. Rahu in ascendant will bring in sudden gains. Memory will increase tremendously. There will be sharp decisions and also enigmatic situation that will be created around you. You would know what to do, when to do, and how to manipulate situations to your gains. Materialistic gains, mental gains, promotions, emotional gains, name, fame, success are all yours to enjoy and savor. But there would be some problems related to marital area, and one needs to create a balance there. There will be certain sense of detachment and you would not want to focus too much on that front. New business partnerships can occur around this time. They will be fruitful. The more you try to focus on in marital area, then things will be better for you. Gemini. Rahu goes to your 12th house and Ketu transits to your 6th house. A 12th house, Rahu can incur foreign travels, foreign trips, bring gains from there, but will also incur losses or expenses for you. So maybe these foreign trips will be more expensive than expected, but they'll still bring in some good memories or some gains from that end. For Gemini, your Ketu transits to your 6th house. A 6th house Ketu can cause a lot of detachment as far as your health is concerned, so that can be an area of dent in your life. Simultaneously, your day-to-day activities, your concentration would not be there too much, but yet there still would be some glimmer of hope or something that still would happen that will bring in happiness in your life. Although I still see a lot of expenses happening for Gemini Rashi. If you have a Cancer ascendant or a Cancer moon sign, Rahu transits to your 11th house, that is a house of gain, bringing you a lot of financial gains, inheritance, gains from properties, etc. Also, you'll make new friends that will bring in a lot of positivity in your life. Name, fame, success is all yours to enjoy. A 5th house Ketu can bring in a lot of sense of insecurity as far as education or love life is concerned. There could be some stress and tension that will float in between you and your love partner, and simultaneously if you have some interview to undergo or some exam to sit for, this can be a tough time to deal with. So all it needs to be successful would be to focus on these areas. For Leo, Rahu transits to your 10th house and Ketu transits to your 4th house. A 10th house Rahu will bring in a lot of political gains, name, fame and success. There will be a lot of projects that were stagnated for a while will now suddenly trigger up, bringing you growth patterns and also favors from your bosses. So this is a beautiful time to be in. There could be indirect political gains, or people who are in politically strong position can help you around this time. The area of dent would be your home front, where you might not concentrate more at the home front area, or if you're planning to renovate or change your place, there could be some sense of destability in life. Even if you're changing your place, you might not like it much. Secondly, there are also patterns where wanting to buy new vehicles and still would not decide on it. And if there is a renovation work, it can get delayed, or it might bring in a lot of changes again and again in life. Health of your mother is also cause of concern. You need to focus in these areas and things will be much better. For Virgos, your Rahu transits to your 9th house and Ketu transits to your 3rd house. It is going to be a tough time for you with Rahu sitting in the 9th house, although in Mool Trikon Rashi or according to Jataka Bharat, or in its exalted Rashi according to Brihat Parashar. But still, Rahu in 9th house doesn't really give very good gains. There could be some dents as far as your luck factor is concerned. You might come across a religious leader or a spiritual leader who might guide you well, but there are possibilities that you might not want to believe in him or her until or unless things work for you. Internal changes, internal travels can be disappointing and can also cause you a lot of stress, but still there will be sudden flicker of hope that will keep floating all year through. Ketu in the 3rd house can bring in a lot of new discoveries as far as artificial intelligence or social media marketing are concerned, and you might get involved in those areas. If you focus on your PR activities, this is a beautiful time to be in, and this can bring you a lot of gains and happiness and success in life. Simultaneously, relationship with your siblings might improve, but then again, you need to focus in this area. For Libras, Rahu transits to the 8th house and Ketu to your 2nd house. Ketu transiting to the 2nd house can bring in a lot of detachment as far as finances are concerned, and there can be possibilities of financial instability or monetary expenses might go higher than your expectations. Even in your communication front, what you're trying to communicate to people, and especially the ones who are close to you or your relatives, things might not go down well with them. There can be a certain stressful level that might float, and streaks of anger might also be exchanged in between the two of you. So this is an area of concern. You need to focus more on this area, do a lot of charitable activities to strengthen your finances. Also, stomach related or abdominal problems might surface. Minor accidents are also likable around this time. You have to be very careful. But if you are involved in research related activities, if you are a scientist, you are an occultist, you are an astrologer, and you meditate regularly, this can be a beautiful time for new discoveries to unravel. It's a good time. Rahu exalted there can even bring you a lot of gains as far as these research related activities are concerned. Scorpio. Ketu transits to your ascendant and Rahu to your 7th house. Rahu transiting to your 7th house can bring in a little stressful situation in your marital life, but simultaneously it will also bring in a lot of good news for your own spouse. So if there are tensions, there are good news for the spouse as well, and growth patterns will emerge for him or her respectively, and also new business partnerships will shape up around this time, which will bring you gains and growth in the coming times. Ketu in the ascendant can cause a lot of mental conflicts within you. There can be a lot of lethargy that might float in you, but if you are spiritual, you meditate regularly, you do yoga regularly, and your interest in these areas will also increase around this time. So there can be a beautiful divine insight, and you will be blessed by this divine insight. But one has to be careful as far as one's own physical health is concerned, and especially to head related area. So there are possibilities of eye strains or forehead tension, or even migraines or headaches, even fire accidents or accidents related to head area. So that's a sensitive area that you have to focus upon. But if you regularly meditate, you will be in a protection zone. A lot of name, fame, success will come to you, and this will be a beautiful time if there is focus and there is dedication in your life. Sagittarius. Rahu transits to your 6th house. It's a very powerful position for Rahu to be in. It will bring you a lot of gains, success in your daily chores. Your juniors will look up to you. They'll help you out in your workforce. Your servants and people working under you will be your strong support system. If there are any court cases or any allegations that are happening right now, you will overcome them. Your oppositions will get defeated on their own. It's a powerful position to be in. It brings you a lot of gains, a lot of strength, and any kind of debts, etc. will also be cleared around this time. However, Ketu in the 12th house, the Karaka of the Moksha, can bring in a lot of inclination towards spiritual growth and spiritual tendencies. So you might get involved in religious activities. There are trips to religious places or to foreign countries which have huge religious significance. But then you will simultaneously be very ignorant about your own health, too detached about a lot of areas of life. So you would not want to take up the responsibilities of life and would want to let go of many issues. Capricorn. Rahu transits to your 5th house, and there can be issues related to your love life. But if you're single and ready to mingle, then this is a time you need to focus upon that, and there can be multiple situations where you might come across a number of people who would interest you in matters of heart. So this is a situation that you undergo if you're sitting for examinations or interviews. It's a beautiful time to be in. There will be a lot of success that will happen, and yet there can be some setbacks that needs more focus and more strength. Ketu in the 11th house for Capricorn ascendant or Capricorn moon Rashi is a good position to be in. There will be property gains, there will be growth patterns that will start emerging and bring you a lot of gains. Spiritual areas, spiritual activities, charitable activities will enhance your name, fame and success. But also this is an area where Ketu is a planet of detachment. So it also creates detachment, it creates situations where you might have to struggle a bit. So there are gains, yet with small steps, that focus is required and hard work is required. Aquarians, you will have a lot of transformations as Rahu transits to your 4th house. There will be a lot of renovation, there can be property change, new vehicles can be bought in, a lot of growth patterns emerging that ways. But then health of your mother can be a cause of concern around this time. You need to take care of that part. Ketu in the 10th house might bring in a lot of detachment as far as your work is concerned. You might work hard, reach a position to reap in the rewards, and suddenly your mind will again switch on to do something different. So that's the kind of destability that Ketu creates. And yet if you are involved into spiritual activities like charities, etc., so a part of your earnings you should always dedicate to some good cause. If you do that, then things will be balanced and you will experience growth, you will experience a lot of positive changes in your life. Pisceans, Rahu transits to your 3rd house. It's a very powerful position to be in, very strong position to be in, and Ketu to your 9th position. Both the position of Rahu and Ketu are too strong, and this is one of the best periods you will undergo. Rahu is also the cause of communication, it is also the cause of gains, finances, relationship, and in Taurus brings in a lot of wealth and abundance in your life. There are possibilities of having excellent relationship with your siblings. There are also possibilities of new growth patterns emerging, new communication areas, artificial intelligence will interest you, new social marketing area will interest you. You will use these areas to your best. Ketu in the 9th house will also bring in a lot of attachment towards the religious activities or spiritual leaders who will guide you well in this area. Meditating for a while would be a beautiful thing to do to gain from many areas in your life. It's a beautiful time for Pisces to be in. So overall, Rahu and Ketu transit is happening from 23rd of September 2020 to 12th of April 2022. A lot of changes will happen for a lot of Rashis, but mainly Cancer, Sagittarius and Pisces. These are the Rashis that will gain maximum from this transit. I'll come up with more videos like that. So long, stay blessed, God bless you, Atma.